What is up, guys? Delboy here. So on the 17th of November, Frankie Gavin will be travelling to Bilbao in Spain to fight for the European title. He is going to be facing Spaniard Kerman Lejarraga. Lejarraga is the European champion. He is 26-0 with 21 knockouts. His most notable win came earlier this year in April against Bradley Skeet. He knocked Bradley Skeet out in, I believe, the second round. He really ran through Bradley Skeet like a hot knife through butter. Bradley Skeet is a good domestic level fighter. He's kind of an upright fighter. Jab, long right hand. He tries to make the most of his height. But, he just didn't have the pop or the ability to keep a high-octane pressure fighter like Kerman Lejarraga at bay. And he got ran through in the end. It was a really impressive performance from Lejarraga, as far as I was concerned. But Frankie Gavin, he is travelling to Bilbao, Spain. Does he stand any realistic chance of pulling this off? As far as I'm concerned, no. He's away from home, in a very hostile atmosphere, against a guy who, stylistically, I think is wrong for him. And also, he's fighting a guy who is coming off some good momentum. Frankie Gavin has been inactive. He's already his shortcomings have already been exposed as a pro. Frankie Gavin was a great amateur, as we know, a world amateur champion. He was going to go to the Olympics until he failed the weight. He is a great amateur, but as a pro, he's not quite lived up to the expectations. A lot of people out there feel he shouldn't even be fighting at welterweight. A lot of people feel he should be fighting at 140, but he continues to fight at welterweight. He's clearly undersized, and it's clear he doesn't sort of take weight cutting seriously, because, he's far too small for welterweight, and that's going to be a problem in this fight. Lejarraga is a very physically strong guy who likes to come forward. He carries immense power as well at European level. What does Frankie Gavin have to keep Lejarraga at bay? He certainly doesn't have the power. He might have the sort of guile and awkwardness to keep Lejarraga at bay for a few rounds, but eventually Lejarraga's going to get through. And he will get to Frankie Gavin, but I think it's going to be early. I think Lejarraga is just too good, too strong, too powerful. He should get him out of there in relatively quick fashion. And the interesting thing is what happens after that. I'm not sure how good Lejarraga is, but Bradley Skeet, Frankie Gavin, these guys are domestic / fringe European level guys. And, if he's taken these guys out relatively easily, then maybe his ceiling is fairly high. After this fight, he would move to 27-0, providing he wins, which I think he should do. After this fight, I would like to see him fight the likes of an Adrian Granados, a Thomas Delorme, a Jamal James, an Andre Berto, a David Avanesian, these type of guys. A step up, basically, I kind of want to see what we have in Kerman Lejarraga. Maybe he's the best kept secret at welterweight. Maybe he's just European level, or maybe he's average, who knows, but I want to find out. And given his style, it's going to be fun finding out, especially if you match him right. So, listen, I'm interested in Lejarraga's career. I want to see where he goes. I think he's an interesting prospect, to say the least. I'll tell you what would be good, actually, before I go. Josh Kelly versus Kerman Lejarraga. That would be good. They're talking about moving Josh Kelly on quickly. Why not go for the European title? That would be very interesting. But we all know that's not going to happen. That is a far too big a risk. That's just that's a fantasy fight, But it's one I would love to see. Share your thoughts below. What do you think of Kerman Lejarraga? Peace.